What's good? It's your boy Tweez and my homie
MikeJames.
We want to welcome you to the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe, show love, and share.
You won't understand unless you understood. Hey.
And by my brother's keeper.
Running through ghettos, hoodie like mellow, caught without meadow, lit like rellos, an unwritten rule. Taught before school, streets dropping jewels, comprehend the lose.
Today we got a special guest. This is our first interview, so we got a special guest, exclusive guest. You know, he's actually done the tracks for our intro, various other tracks throughout the vlogs, the mukbang, and he a very special person to us. It's the homie, the brother. This is his third album, or mixtape album. It's definitely album quality.
Album quality for sure.
First one he got is Nightmare Before the Dream. We got Supreme Nature, and now he got To Whom It May Concern. And he coming here today to interview with us. So, no further ado, introducing my homie, my brother, Smiff. Here.
The boy Smiff.
What's good with y'all?
What up, bro?
Y'all know I came bearing gifts.
Thanks. That's what's good.
Oh, the merch.
Appreciate it.
That's for you.
Oh, geez.
Y'all can open those up later or whenever, you know.
This was real exclusive right now.
You know.
So what's good with you?
Chilling, bro, really. You know, just trying to come touch the platform, you know, tap in with y'all's viewers. And
Word.
just build, you know how we always do.
Facts. Word.
Just build. How y'all doing?
Chilling, working, you know what I'm saying, trying to build this channel, get these subscribers up, and, you know, just make something happen.
That's what it is.
But what I'm gonna do is, or what we gonna do is, let me put this down. What we gonna do is, we're gonna, you know, it's gonna be pretty much like a typical interview. How people, you know, ask some questions, things like that.
Okay.
We want to know a little bit about Smiff and where he come from, what does he do, and what inspires Smiff, things like that. So, if you want to start off, of course, we're gonna have the basic questions. Where you from?
Born in Virginia, man. 2 up, 2 down. The Noke, you know.
Whatever you want to call it, right?
Whatever you want
We
to
all
call
from the Noke here.
Trap.
That's a fact.
540, up south,
Valley.
the middle east, whatever y'all want to call it.
Down north, up south, whatever you want to call it.
It's all that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? What you got for him, Mike? What you got for
You
him?
know, man, just, that's my dog, so you know.
Yeah, you already know.
It's a personal interview, you already know, man. It's my dog, bro, so, you know, man, what you been up to, man? How you doing?
I mean, really what I've been trying to do now is book shows,
Okay.
you know, and reach out to different like bloggers and other like social media personalities to try to see if I could get them to promote the music on their platform. And then as far as booking the shows, just getting in front of crowds and really touching people and spreading what I got going on so that they can connect with the brand.
Right.
And, you know, hopefully they enjoy what they see and, you know, they gain another support.
Okay.
I don't like to say fans, I like to say supporters because I feel like fans kind of make, you know, you looking at a person like a fanatic, like they just crazy over you, like that's crazy, you know what I mean? But supporters sound more genuine to me.
Definitely.
Like they doing that from, you know, their heart.
Facts.
People who spend money with you to buy merch, people who reposting your CD, that's support, that's love.
Yeah.
You know, that's a
Genuine support. You know?
exactly.
You know, man, that genuine support is real. Like, you ain't gotta ask somebody to do anything for you. It's just because the music speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? The person behind the music speaks for itself. So,
To
Exactly.
Whom It May Concern, you dropped that in August, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And it seemed like it's going real well for you. You
Yeah.
see people reposting it. You got the freestyles going. people downloading, I'm checking your streams. Trust me, we've been peeping you. So how do you feel that this compares to previous mixtapes that you've dropped?
The way I feel like in terms of success, like the difference in people receiving it, I think this by far has been my most well-received project, just because I've had instances where I'll be sharing an Uber ride with somebody and they playing a song not knowing that that's my song. A lady at my job actually was singing the lyrics to the song, and I'm like, damn, like what you know about Stevie Wonder? And she was like, nah, I wasn't listening to Stevie Wonder. It's like some guy played this record for me yesterday, and I don't know, I can't remember the artist's name, but it was jumping, it was popping. So I'm like, all right, let me play a song for you and you tell me if this is it. So I played her these 3 words and she was like, yo, that's the record that the dude played for me yesterday. I was like, that's me, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, stop playing. I'm like, I'm dead serious, that's my record. I showed her the video, and like, so that's been happening to me numerous times since this project has dropped. I done got different blog write-ups, invited to different little network events and things like that, just based off this project. And I think the difference is the preparation that went into this versus the rest of the projects.
Right.
Like, it would just be me recording in the house and then throwing something out. Well, versus with this one, I was going to build with producers, going to build with engineers, establishing relationships with these people, and then once we got with, a solid body of work, then I took the time to do the promo piece where we're gonna get different, IG flyers to go up, make sure the band on the YouTube match the band on the Facebook, the band on the Facebook match the band on the Twitter, and, you know what I mean, just making everything look streamlined, exactly, professional, you know what I mean? So I think that's, helped with the brand. Like a podcast just yesterday or the day before yesterday added me on IG, and they got, my record PS playing. They was doing a review of that on a podcast. I don't even know them, you know what I mean? So I think that's just based upon all of the preparation that went into prior to dropping. I think we just getting little indicators that we moving in the right direction.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to the viewers, like, this is a personal relationship, so I know most of these answers, but for the people out there, what's the process? Because, like, I feel like I've been around for all your major releases, and I know this process for this particular project to even make a sound was totally different. You know what I'm saying? So, like, explain your process on how you approach making music. Because I know you're a tedious guy. You're a hard critic on yourself. You like stuff to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as like your process go, like, how did you approach, the selection of producers, and how did you come up with the song titles and just.
So with the producers, I stuck with the couple core producers that I always work with. Like, the core producers that I typically work with is the Poe Brothers, Mr. Alexis, and then A Millie, which A Millie didn't make this tape. And then recently, when I told y'all about linking up with producers and really building relationships, I met another guy named Darrell Banks who produced Blackout Jesus Piece and Erase the Lies. So I met him off Twitter, and we built a relationship, pulled up on him in Manassas, and he been sending me some heat, you know what I mean? So I think as far as the sound, it's just sticking with a core group of producers that we got a relationship, we rock with. So that's gonna
just know your sound.
Know my sound. And then as far as creating the music, it's just I listen to a beat, and then whatever the topic is, I feel like I want to address, I'll see if I could create something on this particular beat that I address that topic. With here, I started working on this tape. I knew I wanted to drop in August. I said, okay, it's time to put some music out. I set my date, August 13th. I said, I'm gonna drop a tape.
So you took a break?
Yeah, I took a break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then August 13th, I said I'm gonna give people some music. So I just really had from, I would say, maybe February, or really, I see it like maybe January, February till August, like, yo, I'm gonna get some music out. So I was having people send me beats. Some of the beats, like PS, I had PS since 2014. I knew that beat was flames. I just never could create to it.
Right.
And then, so I put it in the tuck and I just revisited, you know, and we came around with some shit.
It's fire, bro. I know. You approach your music like you've been there before. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just want people that's like, you know, upcoming artists or trying to, you know, tackle the music.
One thing I would say is maybe like, I mean, me personally, I try to think about shit I could speak on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pay attention to what's going on in the news, or pay attention to what's happening in my day-to-day life, or things that I just noticed, like, okay, maybe, damn, this building wasn't right here a week ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this about?
Right.
And then that type of thing will make me start thinking, all right, let me get to the bottom of this. And then I address whatever that is, you know what I'm saying? Or even with the little shit that happened with H&M, where they put the boy in the, what do you say, I'm the coolest monkey in the jungle?
Yeah.
Like shit like that. I'm paying attention to that type of thing. That's content.
Right.
Because I really feel like that's fucked up, and so do y'all, and so do everybody else, you know what I'm saying? And it's not, we need people to speak on those type of things, you know what I'm saying?
Have those conversations.
Yeah, so, and that's what I've known music to be. It's to me, growing up and listening to music, it's about speaking on real life shit, addressing things in the community, addressing personal issues that you dealing with, your successes and your failures, you know what I'm saying? That dealing with everything. So yeah, that's my process when it comes to music. Just how can I be true to myself and relatable to people? Because I'm like, it's certain situations that I've been through that I know other people been through, but that nobody talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You named the project To Whom It May Concern.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, so I felt as though the music that I make is for a specific type of person. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily male, female specific, or black, white, you know what I'm saying? But it's a specific mindset. You know what I mean? You got a certain train of thought, you know what I mean? Whether it's you gonna be something with yourself, or you come from a background where you done had to overcome some shit, you know what I mean? So the reason why I named it To Whom It May Concern is like, this is for you if it's for you, but it's not if it's not, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Facts.
So To Whom It May Concern, like, if this is for you, everything on this CD gonna resonate with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you won't only use that if it applies
You would,
to a specific person.
exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying?
That's real. Yeah. And it's crazy because everybody that I've, you know, moved the music to, everybody got a different favorite.
And that's what I've been seeing.
You know, you go to these streaming sites and they pretty much highlight the single that everybody's supposed to listen to.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you like what song on your album is supposed to be the single, because all them joints is really like, they hits, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, for real, like, you know what I'm saying? The first two mixtapes, like, you know, Supreme Nature and Nightmare for the Dream, them joints was classics to me, but like, To Whom It May Concern, like, was the album. I don't even call it a tape.
Yeah.
It was the album that really just, like, you open the door, like, I arrive. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when I first heard it, I was a part of the project, you know, but how you put it together, I mean, it flowed, bro, like, for real. And I feel like, you know, everybody out of this, first of all, being unsigned anyway, it's hard to get people to listen.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? And I got people to actually listen. Like, hey, bro, I don't want you to just listen, but listen.
Yeah.
And folks were like, bro, like, your man's got something, you know what I'm saying? And they're still sending me the songs that they like, bro. This was my favorite song at first. Now, this is my favorite song, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I've been seeing. Like, as a matter of fact, one of my guys hit me up on Instagram yesterday and was like, yo, he listened to Erase the Lies every day. He said he put it in spin.
Right.
And to me, that was one of the records where I thought, like, it to me is dope. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with this joint, so I'm gonna put it on here. But excuse me, I wasn't necessarily thinking that it was gonna resonate with somebody else. Same thing with Would You Believe. I tell Mike this all the time, like people rock with Would You Believe. To me, I was thinking like, all right, this record, it was that and Erase the Lies I thought was gonna be like my some of my personal favorites. But other people been like, okay, I rock with this joint, I rock with that joint. You know what I mean?
Alright, so we pretty much talked about the process of the music,
right.
how you approach the music.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much the ground, like the blueprint of Smiff. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the what are some of your like personal or your musical influences that who you, I don't say who you look up to. We don't idolize anybody, but
I want to know who you look up to.
I mean, I'll tell you who I look up to, but they not artists. I mean, some artists I do look up to, like I'll get into it, but I was thinking about, like I said, driving down here on Thursday, who are some of the artists that I say influenced me, and really it's just like your average lyricist, you know what I'm saying? Like whoever was spitting when I was coming up, I wanted to hear that shit. I wanted to, like, I just mess with lyricism, you know what I'm saying? So of course you got Jay, you got Nas, you got DMX, Dragon, and I feel like he don't get that opposite of H2O album.
What, bro?
Crazy, you know?
Yeah.
You don't hear niggas talking about Dragon.
You don't, bro. You don't.
Like, that's,
like, you got, of course, Dipset. You know we was big Dipset fans.
old locks.
You know, yeah, the locks. Like, come on, Jadakiss, Styles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta put DMX in there.
yeah, I said DMX already. Yeah, like
that's my favorite.
Yo, X was fire. Like, you know. So just people who I even rock with Common, Talib, Most Def. You know what I'm saying? Black Thought. Just people who really spitting and touching on things. But that's not to say that I won't listen to somebody like Gates, one of my favorites right now. You know what I mean? I love the melodic, and he still be spitting. You know what I'm saying? I think he an underrated like lyricist as well. Like Ross is a spitter. Ross one of my guys. I fuck with him. But it's like far as like new people, like the new lyricists. I like Wale. I like Crit. I like Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick. Like I just like music that got a message and dudes who spend a little bit of time and get creative with what they putting out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like and that's not to say that melodic music is not creative, because it is.
Right.
It's just not the it's not my go-to. You know what I mean? In certain situations, I'm gonna put on melodic rap.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
you know that melodic music, it's mood music.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes that mood music keep you in that mood. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just want to hear a story.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Context. And sometimes, everybody want to get fly, want to get jiggy, you know what I'm saying? But, we can't act like what the game was built off of, and that's straight bars, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, definitely can respect that.
Yeah. Some people I looked up to, though, like, I look at situations, like, I like what Jay-Z did, right? How he created an empire coming from the streets, and then now this nigga one of the richest, if not the richest rapper that we know. Like, you know what I mean? Nipsey Hussle doing the same thing as far as like coming from the streets and creating an empire. But the reason why I fuck with Nip's movement is because he more community. I feel as though like him purchasing the building, the plaza where in his neighborhood, the little shopping plaza. You know what I mean? Him putting the Vector 90 or whatever that joint is, with like a workspace in his neighborhood, like shit that he going back to his city, back to his neighborhood, back to his, the blocks where he roamed at, and putting back into the people that he took out of, you know what I mean? Like that type of shit I fuck with.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's the type of thinking,
Right.
Okay. And people outside of the industry, like, R.I.P. Dr. Frances Cress Wilson, like people like her, different people, bro. You know what I mean? Different people. As long as you doing something positive and putting out real shit, like I'm gonna gravitate towards.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can, I know you can have people that inspire you, and not necessarily look up to, but may have motivated you? Like, I know when I was rapping a lot, or growing up rapping, and I used to listen to Jay-Z, I literally used to try to take his rhyme scheme and make my own words to the lines.
Oh yeah, I used to do that too.
So I used to try to do shit like that, but off of people, what actually inspires you to write? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is, like, do you drive down the street, you see some homeless people, and you like, damn, and something just comes to you, or
Yeah, all of that, different things. Like sometimes I could be like, what I used to do, bro, is listen, get a beat, go sit in the car, bang that shit, or hop on the interstate, banging the music and just rap. You know what I'm saying? And just different things just start coming up, like my freestyling and shit. But it be different situations. Like I might leave here and see something, want to talk about it, read something, and it'll trigger a thought to make me want to write something about it. Just everything inspires me. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the moments when I'm not inspired is be the hardest to come out of that for some reason. Like that's what I've been working on lately. Like I don't know why I get uninspired, but it's hard to come out of it once you in it. You know what I mean? Like
life.
Yeah, it's just life. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you know you're supposed to. I mean, timing is everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like most people who are trying to break that seal and get in the game, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to lose the inspiration because you working so hard to get to your goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And life get in the way.
Life,
Work.
things in life.
You know what I'm saying?
You still gotta make money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still gotta live. You still gotta take care of your family.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. I can see where it's hard to be, you know, stay inspired when you have a lot going on.
Yeah.
So we talk about inspiration. We talk about your influences. So what are some of the toughest situations you had to endure, pretty much, on your way to chasing your dream? Was there anything that you're dealing with that's like
shit, losing a job, cause then you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to figure out, like, all right, boom. But I'm gonna do some illegal shit to get some bread to make ends meet, or can I turn it around and, you know, how much bread I got in the stash to where I can sustain this until I find something else.
Right.
I feel like that's one of the hardships I faced on putting shit together.
some bills don't stop coming in, bro?
Bills don't stop, and then like again, just getting used to having to put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? Like people want to know what you're wearing. People want to know where you at. People want to know what you're doing. It's about perception. You gotta have the talent, but you still gotta be perceived a certain way too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's about, and to me, perception is like almost a lie. It's like almost lying to people, and I'm not necessarily want to lie to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know, I know it's hard to stay true to yourself when it's staying true to yourself ain't the ticket.
Right.
Unless you just special. You know what I'm saying?
And yeah.
And so that's pretty much going to my question as far as like, do you feel like it's easier to get on just going through the mud? Do you feel better about yourself going and just getting out the mud, or do you feel like a cosign from social media or anybody in the game, then that would probably boost you? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think you could get. It's really however like the shit play out. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like if whoever pick an artist, you know what I mean, come and say, yo, I fuck with you. I got wind of you. I wanna, you know what I mean, lend my platform to you to help you grow. You know what I'm saying? Put you in a position. That'd be fire. Are we looking for it? No. You know what I'm saying? But if it happens, I wouldn't turn it down if it made sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I really just feel it's however it work out for you. I'm not trying to knock nobody who would go into somebody else's section or, you know what I mean, do whatever it is to get on, because I understand the situations niggas be coming from. You know what I'm saying? And when you come from certain situations, it's like you gonna do whatever. That's why motherfuckers do some illegal shit. That's why motherfuckers willing to do X, Y, Z just to get out of whatever it is they in. So I understand it. But for me, whether it's, I'm just gonna stay down and do me and do what I do until we start to gain traction. And to be honest with you, if we looking at the trajectory of To Whom It May Concern, it's kind of showing me that what I'm doing is the right way to go. It might be a slow grind, but they say that's better than no grind. You know what I'm saying? So, yes.
In social media, which platform has helped you out the most?
And I would say Instagram. But Twitter or SoundCloud too. And I'm gonna say Instagram because I get a lot of people. I get more engagement from people on Instagram.
Visuals.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But the reason why I'm gonna say SoundCloud because I done found so many dope producers on SoundCloud, bro, and really didn't put like Mr. Alexis. I flew all the way to Miami to link up with him off of SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? And he been one of my closest music relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like Darrell Banks, I linked up with him off SoundCloud, you know what I mean? And Twitter is the same way, because once you find them on SoundCloud, I plug, boom, let me see if they on Twitter. Find them on Twitter, and then we got a message. We back and forth, you know what I mean? So those two kind of link in as one. But yeah, I would say IG based on engagement.
Yeah.
But the back end, behind scenes, I would say SoundCloud, Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter is like a way to touch the people.
That's why I met Raheem Malik. You know what I mean? My nigga that's on in LA.
Shout out to that man.
Shout out my nigga Raheem.
Fire, bro.
Like I met him on Twitter when I was doing The Nightmare Before the Dream. That's 2012, 2013. And I was like, we've been trying to get a record. He sent me a record for Supreme Nature. It was fire, but it just didn't fit with the flow of the CD.
Right.
And so when I went out to LA January, I said, bro, let's connect. Pulled up on me, we connected, boom, 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 sent him a record when I got back to the East, and he sent me back some heat. You know what I mean? So
Instagram, Twitter, and SoundCloud.
Yeah, them the ways.
That's what's up. I feel like a lot of people don't take advantage of those social medias. You know how many dope rappers I know that just letting their talent just go to waste. They don't. You can't find them on Instagram. You can't find them on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but they want to be rappers, but they're not pushing themselves.
Right.
So that's one thing I've seen out of you is you definitely be pushing like weekly freestyles. Yeah. You know, you got Franco in there with you. You got your
shout out to Franco.
My nigga Frank White.
The Twitter booming off. You know what I'm saying? You actually interacting with people, and that's what people want. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
because people see confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Confidence, and they want to know who you are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like some people just come out and they start rapping, so they just seem like they've been placed there. You know what I'm saying? Like the industry put them there. Yeah. Whereas like when we have a personal relationship with the artist we like, that make me love them even more. That's like shit. Like with Gates, I watch all his vlogs, things like that. When Cole was doing it, when Wiz Khalifa was doing the day-to-day,
oh, fuck with
you know what I'm saying? Like shit.
But
like
that's how you connecting with people. But it's hard to do that, and like. At some point, this artist that whoever we speaking of that's not doing that gotta get comfortable enough to be in front of a camera or like, you know what I mean? Like it's a different mind state, a different like bag you gotta get in to just give yourself. You know what I mean?
You can't be afraid of rejection, bro.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody gonna hate you.
Especially on the internet. And it might not even be hate. It might not they genuinely it ain't for them.
Right.
Some niggas like coffee, some niggas like tea.
Right.
Some like niggas don't like either or.
Which one you like better, coffee or tea?
Coffee. Right. Big coffee. Tea, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, to each his own.
Own perception. So there's a lot of people out here that, you know, they put a lot of content out and they want to be rappers and, you know, they have videos and things like that. But some of these niggas just be like hella bummy, you know what I'm saying? So, and they feel like they should be on, and I feel like the industry does have a look.
Yeah, it do.
So how do you feel that fashion plays a sense?
I'm gonna say this because my thing is fashion play a part in everything you do. You know what I'm saying? Every industry that you go in got a look. When you go to be a mechanic, the look is overalls. You feel me? When you go in on Wall Street, the look is a suit. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, everything got a look. It's just up to you, you know what I'm saying, to identify what the look is. It's not saying that you gotta look exactly like somebody, so you could take whatever it is that you get from it once you process the information and do you with it, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta be able to identify that there is something that's going on and all of this plays a part in, like, it's just like, what's the saying, like, you only get one first impression, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you want to present yourself when somebody's seeing you?
Or you gotta dress for the job you want.
Or dress for the job, you know what I'm saying? Same thing, this is about, you gotta present yourself the way you want to be seen. That's what it
Plus
is.
you gotta invest in yourself too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That ties into you traveling to meet your producers. Like, you know, you gotta have some type of money. Or even if you don't got no money, have a support system that's gonna, you know, help you get to the common goal and complete that goal. You know what I'm saying? You being able to travel, everybody don't have the means, but you know, you still gotta find a way to make connections, make sacrifices, and I think people don't understand that it's not gonna fall in your lap.
Right.
And I do respect it about you. You know what I'm saying? Like just being able to go to different areas, and even though you from the note, you know what I'm saying? You rep the note, but you know you gotta go outside the note. You know what I'm saying? To get that, you know, to get what you need to get. And, you know what I'm saying? And people don't understand you can't just sit in one place and just blow up in one place. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you live in like New York or fucking, you know, LA, Atlanta, Miami, you know what I mean? Unless you, I mean, you just gotta, you're gonna have to build connections, you know what I'm saying? And the way I'm looking at it, like, as far as the dressing situation, it's like, when you dress a certain type of way, or like everybody know when you put on some fly shit and you feel fly, give you a certain boost. You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
I mean, I don't know, bro. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Yeah, you just gotta.
It's like getting a fresh cut. Like you trying to be seen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
or if you are seen, you trying to be seen correct.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Put your best self out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it.
One of my favorite songs, of course, is These Three Words, and I feel like that's definitely been a hit for you.
Yeah,
I see a lot of people playing it, and it's a very catchy concept on how you're using 3 words to rap all the way through. Like that shit is amazing to me, and it still makes sense. So, what was the inspiration for that song, and how were you able to just find 3 words to keep spitting, bruh? Like, how do you do that shit? You know what I'm saying?
I heard that beat and that shit just kept saying these 3 words, and I was thinking to myself, like, what kind of fucking song could I make? Like, cause the first thing came to my mind is that gotta be the hook of the song, these 3 words. So like, what type of fucking song is that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I create a hook that's gonna have these 3 words in it? Like, I can't come up with a hook, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, that's out the window. Oh shit. Cause then I go back and thinking like the Kanye and Mos Def joint where they did the 2 words. You know what I mean? Where they was, I forgot I don't even know the name of the record, but 2 words, black dog, that, you know what I mean? They was going like, okay, that's fire. What if I did that? But with 3 words, you know what I'm saying? And then from there it was just challenging myself, could I write it, you know what I'm saying? And still make it make sense, still make it flow, shit like that. And that shit came out crazy. And it definitely has been the biggest song, bro. Like, so many people just like, yo, that's the one, like, reposting it, playing it. I'm getting, like I said, I'm getting it. Uber's people playing the song, not even knowing, like, I'm the nigga who wrote the shit. Like, it's crazy, bro.
That shit hard.
That's crazy, bro.
Right along with that joint, Blacked Out Jesus piece with Fitted. Shout out to that nigga.
Shout out my nigga Fitted, bro.
Shout out to the boy Fitted, man.
That boy lyrical too, man. That shit is crazy how he be coming up with shit, bro.
We need you on the show too.
Piece. Blacked Out Jesus piece.
Okay.
What does that mean?
So I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. All right, so the Real Banks produced this shit. He sent me the beat, and I was like, bro, this beat is fucking torch. So I was like, all right, let me see if I can come up with a hook. I couldn't, you know what I mean? So I said, you know what? I know who could come up with a hook, cause how quick he be writing. It's like every time I see fitted online on IG, this nigga got another fucking verse. You know what I'm saying? Or he posting another song. It's like all the nigga do is stay in the studio. So I said, I'm gonna send him the beat and see what he come up with. And 2 days later, bro, he just came back with praising God, blacked out Jesus piece. And I was like, whoo. You know what I mean? Like, what? What?
Right.
So, yeah, so to me, what praising God, blacked out Jesus piece means is like, it's like a visual representation. Like every nigga, when he get on, he typically get the Jesus beat. Like that's been a fashion or jewelry statement in hip hop since the beginning. So you know what I mean? Like, but he's in my mind, he's saying that he got a blacked out Jesus piece because he believed God black. You know what I mean?
Right.
So praising God, blacked out Jesus piece. You know what I mean? Fire. And then when I listened to his verse was more so just talking about his ups and downs that he was going through all of whatever, you know what I mean, throughout his journey. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, he went in, and then I just gave him what I had. So that's how we came up with that, you know what I mean? So shout out to Fitted. I tell him all the time, bro, you gave me a big record, bro. I appreciate it.
That shit fire. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, the video. Oh, yeah, thank y'all.
You wanna check that visual out, man.
Yeah.
Check that video out.
We'll
Black
drop
Out
all
Jesus
that.
piece.
All the
Yeah,
links will be below, man.
Smiff out for man. That shit hard.
So we talked about the boy Tweez, his favorite songs on the tape, the album, and so one of my favorite joints is Good Kid.
Okay.
Definitely a track that is relatable to a lot of kids coming up in most situations. You know what I'm saying, especially young black kids. Definitely, I feel like a lot of kids can resonate. A lot of us can resonate with the story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just being able to know where we came from and what type of stuff we used to be interested in, and different situations. Curbed those interests and made us go certain ways. You know what I'm saying? But definitely one of my favorite tracks. Just talk about the where you was at when you was making the song, the inspiration behind it. And,
Right. So I heard a story about a little kid dying, getting killed. And I ain't gonna say the details of how he died on camera, but I'm gonna just say that this little nigga was wild. You know what I mean? Like, did he deserve to die? 100%, I don't think he did, but I'm saying that the actions that he was partaking, the things he was partaking in or participating in, it only leads to certain, paths, which is penitentiary or the grave. You know what I mean? So it was gonna come. I felt like somebody should have been able to step in and, get him under control to where as though we could send him in a different direction.
Right.
But when I was thinking, like, when you hear the story that his mama gonna tell, is that, my son was an angel. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know why they would do something like this to my boy.
Right.
But really, like, we all know little niggas who was wildin'. You know what I mean? I grew up with tons of niggas who just treacherous, bro. You know what I mean? And some made it, some didn't make it, some became, lived long enough to see the shit they doing ain't the right way to be moving.
Right.
So, God blessed them with another opportunity to change things around. So that was my thinking about this song. Like, you feel me? Like, let me make a song addressing that sometimes we not always angels, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sometimes we really do be doing a lot of this shit that's gonna put us in a fucked up position. And really, we gotta put it on half of whoever doing this shit. You know what I mean? So if I'm out here wilding, part of the blame is directly with me. But also part of the blame falls with the people around me. You know what I'm saying? Pull me in, have a conversation like, yo, you moving wrong, little nigga. Like, you need to get your shit together.
Right.
This the way you should be moving. Or set an example for me, like, okay, my OG don't even be doing shit like this. He doing X, Y, Z. Like, yeah, give us the game, give us the tools that's gonna put us in a situation that's gonna better us instead of putting us in a situation that's gonna harm us or lead us down harm's way type shit.
Right.
And then with me, the feature that I had on it with Raheem, I wanted to see, even though I already knew the answer to it, it's just like, what would his perspective be from Los Angeles? You know what I'm saying? How he giving it up, you know what I'm saying? So when I sent the record to him and he sent back his verse, he was just saying shit that I felt like is like, damn, bro, you know what I mean? He said, nobody wanted to intervene, you know what I mean? Like that line right there, nobody took the time to intervene with while I'm doing this bullshit. Nobody took the time out to care about me enough to be like, look, leave this alone or do this differently. Like, I know you're gonna be out here wilding, but like, think about it like this. You know what I mean? Move like this so that you don't end up with your brain blowed up. I mean,
because everybody was a good kid at one point.
Everybody was,
you know what I'm saying? Real talk. So that's definitely one of my favorites. And
that's one of my favorites too.
These 3 words is my just overall, but I think Would You Believe would be like a tie with Don't Leave.
And see, Would You Believe to me, when I'm listening to it, it's more like foreshadowing. Like you know how they say affirmations speak things into existence and shit like that. Like, I really feel like that's what Would You Believe is for me. Like,
and that song it really was like a song of hope.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, would you believe? You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You speaking this, so it's like it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
If it hasn't happened.
Exactly.
Speaking on Would You Believe, in your hook, you say, lost friends, lost family just to succeed.
Yeah.
How would you explain that? Like, have you lost a lot of people on your way to the top?
Yeah, just
get rid of them?
Yeah, just for whatever reasons, like maybe disloyalty, maybe falling out of touch with people for whatever reasons that we separated. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. But I feel as though those things had to happen to be a part of the story. This was like some of the stories, I believe, like some of our stories is just already written out. So it's just what it is. These things gotta take place for something else to happen. You know what I mean? So yeah, I done lost friends, lost family to succeed. Just what it is. And it's probably not gonna be the first or the last. You know what I'm saying? We can all think about somebody who was around us at the beginning for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. Now they're not here no more. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's they couldn't keep up with the way you was accelerating. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, you graduated high school, you went to college, and you still was cool with niggas from your hood, and then next thing you know, you moved across the country. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seen this nigga in 10 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's because he's still in the hood. Like, he's still where he doing the same shit he was doing. It's like, you cool with him, you ain't got no problems with him. It's just that y'all lifestyles don't match up no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not to even say that you didn't try to inspire him to like, look, do X, Y, Z, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's a play for you to elevate. Just some niggas ain't trying to elevate.
Right.
And that's more so what it is. It's not like you leaving them. It's more so that they don't want to elevate. You know what I mean? Some niggas is scared of heights, bro. That's just what it is. Niggas is not gonna get in the air balloon with you. Some niggas gonna watch you keep ascending from the ground, and there's other niggas who gonna hop in that air balloon with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And even though you may be scared of heights, but you more scared of not seeing what if. You know what I mean? The what if. Like, damn, what if I would have gotten that hot air balloon and took that journey?
Right. I don't want to fall.
You know what I mean?
Thanks.
Yeah.
So, Don't Leave.
Yeah.
That's like, as vulnerable as you gonna get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I know you. So, you don't put your business out there. And I ain't saying the song was specifically about you.
Yeah.
But, I know it's pieces in that song that you can relate to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you deal with so much to get to a certain point,
right?
And you can hurt people that ain't really you know, they don't understand what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely feel like I can't even, because I'm on the spot right now, but it's a lot of quotable messages in that song. You know what I'm saying? And, but just getting to people, you know what I'm saying, like what that song is about and what is it for you? You know what I'm saying? What is it about for you? Like,
so Don't Leave for me is a man realizing that he made mistakes and then or did wrongdoings to a female, and then now he's saying, let me apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's too late, you know what I mean? The shit already been done, but I do want you to know that I recognize that I did fuck up. I recognize that I was at fault here, you know what I mean? And it's not just good enough to do it privately, you know what I mean? Let me come clean and tell the world, you know what I mean? Because the world may have seen me fuck up, you know what I mean? So I need to apologize publicly, you know what I mean? So it's one of those situations where it's just like that.
It's like your version of Song Cry.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just talking through, you know, bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, this is what it is. And really, also a lot thanking you, because men, we gotta grow, you know what I mean? Like, to a point to where it was like we could be with one woman, you know what I mean? Because we see, I don't know, my belief is like men are used to having everything we want, you know what I mean? If we want it, we could go get it, no matter what it is, you know what I'm saying? And we used to hearing that you can have multiples of whatever it is that you into, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's really like, I'm apologizing for hurting you, but now I'm letting you know that thank you for allowing me to get to this growth, to reach this growth, you know what I mean? To where it's like, damn, I ain't have to do that, you know what I mean? But I was just thinking about this, two things. One, when you said dropping like the videos, like the freestyles, that's kind of tied in with the tape. A lot of people think that those verses is tied in with either the tape or a future tape. Them verses is not tied into none of that. It's just, I put To Whom It May Concern at the end of the videos, just and link in bio, just to, you know, promote, you know, the music. Like, all right, go check the link. If you like this, then you could get this on here. Not necessarily that verse with the same content, just in strong song structure. And
cause you've been giving away some heat.
Bruh, some of them verses I be like, damn, I wish this was on the song.
Man, the most recent one I was like, oh.
Yo, hey, real talk, a lot of these niggas can't out-rap me. I be saying some shit, I be listening to like 20, but out of 20 people, it be one person I be like, okay, this nigga nice, you know, I can fuck with him. But like, man, you niggas is some shit. Not even, and I mean that in the most humblest way. Like, yeah, a lot of y'all niggas trash, bro. These niggas is trash.
That's real though.
It is, bro.
All right, before we end, I just want to ask you some, you know, random stuff, random questions. It's gonna be short. We just want to, you know, get people to know Smiff a little more.
Okay.
And his train of thought. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to do that for you. Feel me?
Alright.
So, anything you want to say before we start?
Yeah, one last thing, before we do this. I just want to let people know my name is Smiff, S-M-I-F-F. A lot of people see my Instagram and think my name is Wordsmith, but I consider myself a lyricist, so I thought, like, I like the IG names where people play around with their names. Like my man Jack Kane, his Instagram name is The Heavy Kid. I thought that was dope, you know what I mean? Or Ross got, I think his name was like Fat Boy in a Ferrari on Snapchat or some shit. Like, I think those type of names are dope. So I said, how could I play around with Instagram and be like, you know, kind of creative with Smiff? So we got Wordsmith.
Not Wordsmith.
Exactly.
Smiff 5 for all.
Let's do it. That's the website.com.
Facts. So you can answer these as quick as you want. You can elaborate if you want to. Okay. It don't gotta be nothing deep, you know what I'm saying? But it was gonna be like a would you rather type of thing, but I'm gonna just go. All right. For these three, You can just answer them fast if you want to. Or whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Alright, so chicken or pork?
Chicken.
Okay. Would you rather have love or loyalty?
Loyalty.
Why?
Because, like, love, I don't even necessarily think I believe in love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, how the fuck love ain't tangible, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, loyalty, I guess, ain't, yeah, you can measure loyalty. Like, you know what I mean? How do you measure love? Like, loyalty, if I'm in a situation and with you know what I mean? And I step outside and the nigga say something crazy to me, to you about me, and you defend me, you know what I mean? Like, or you don't turn on me in a certain situation, like that's loyalty. I can measure that. You know what I mean? I can't measure how much a person love me, or I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you think is more important? The artist or the producer?
I think they're equally as important. And I'm gonna say a beat is just organized noise. You know what I mean? And I don't know nobody who walk around just listening to beats. I mean, you got techno shit, you got whatever. Like I haven't heard a beat on the radio. You know what I mean? But the artist is important because this is the person who's hearing this beat and making this shit come to life. You know what I mean? So, and I never heard acapella on the radio. Niggas ain't riding around listening to niggas, systematical, you know what I mean? Just no niggas ain't you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, they equally important. They won.
So who would you rather do a track with? Biggie or Tupac?
Damn.
They were still alive.
Yeah, R.I.P. the greats. I'm gonna go with Tupac because I think it'd be more aligned with my type of music. But I fuck with Biggie, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna go with Pac.
Okay. BBWs or BMWs?
You know what? Shout out to all my big, beautiful women. You know what I mean? I don't even like BMW, so I'm gonna go with y'all, man. Shout out to my BBWs.
That's real. That's
Yeah.
real. Word.
I need a fucking Porsche. If he would have said that, I'd have had to let y'all go.
Thanks. That's what's up. I ain't really got nothing else for you today. You got anything else, my boy?
Nah, man, you know, that's my dog, so I'm just glad you came through, you know, made the trip.
Yeah.
Bless the
You know what I'm
channel.
saying, you know.
Thank y'all for having me, bro. Real shit.
You go back to like, oh wait.
Yeah, it's
you
been
know,
a minute, bro.
Bruh.
God put us together for a reason. That's how I feel, you know what I'm saying? It was because we had no mutual connection, and the mutual connection we did have just
Dissolve.
came through, dissolved. Yeah.
We stayed strong.
So, this is the first interview, and I want to name these 3 words based on you. You know what I'm saying? Based on what you done for us. Based on the intro, we using your song for the intro. You ain't did nothing but show love to us the whole time.
And vice versa.
Our channel
But it has to. The channel is 3 words, never fall off.
Fact.
So, with that being said, I want to wrap it up with. Give us 3 words to describe your album.
Damn. 3 words. I would say creative, authentic. You know, like I don't be lying in my music. And I know a lot of niggas say that there's no cap, but that's all cap. You know what I mean? Niggas be capping. And so what I say, authentic, creative, and big. You know what I mean? Feel like it's big, but it's major.
Creative, authentic, and big.
Yeah.
If that's what you want, if that's what you want to hear, make sure y'all check out To Whom It May Concern from my brother Smiff.
Yeah, that would.
It's definitely authentic. It's definitely big. And it is creative.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Plug everybody with your social media so they can follow you.
Facebook, Smiff540, Twitter, Smiff540, YouTube, Smiff540, the website's 540smith540.com, and Instagram is Wordsmith. That's WORDSMIFF.
That's what it is. We're gonna wrap this up. I appreciate you coming through, blessing us with the gifts.
Yeah,
Make sure y'all gonna get y'all one of these. I can't wait to open it up. I'm gonna throw it on. I'll probably wear it in the next segment.
You did.
So, appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share, and hit us up if you're trying to come through. You know what I'm saying? We'll bless y'all with the interview, and yeah, we out.
Like Rellos, an unwritten rule. Taught before school, streets dropping jewels, comprehend the lose.